Hello and welcome to our virtual induction morning for Lower 6th. Normally, of course, we'd all be here together and you'd be having some tours of the school and meeting people in person, and I'm sorry that's not possible, but I do hope that the various videos that we're sharing with you this morning and the opportunity to meet with house staff on Zoom as part of the programme as well will be really useful. And do, of course, stay in touch with any questions you have. From our side, we, of course, will be running more induction sessions for you at the start of next academic year, so we will make sure that everything works very smoothly for you and that your time at St Peter's gets off to a really great start. I always like on these occasions to try and give you something of a flavour about what makes St Peter's such a great school and why I and my colleagues are so glad that you're going to be part of that. At the heart of that is the view that we're not just here to get you to the age of 18, see you off out through the gates and hope that everything works out well for you. Instead, we take the longer term view that our role is to create amazing adults, not just 18-year-olds, and that you should have an enormous amount of fun at your time at school and experience a huge amount of opportunities and variety along the way through. When we think about people that we really admire, we often find they possess certain core characteristics. At the heart of it, of course, may be really good academic qualifications, but often it's more than that. Really successful, confident and fulfilled people also have a very wide set of skills, a deep range of personal interests and a strong set of moral values. And here at Peters, we think of that balance of qualifications, skills, interests and values as being the four pillars underpinning our education. You'll obviously spend a good deal of your time studying for A-levels and quite possibly taking on an EPQ as well. And I'm sure you'll be really enjoying that, the chance to specialise, focus on the subjects that interest you the most. And also, as you start to go through them, getting a sense as to where it may all be heading for the next stage of your life and indeed for your career as well. You will, of course, I'm sure, be aiming to work hard and to do well, and we're rightly proud of the strong academic record that we have here at St Peter's. But life is about a lot more than that, and certainly life at school, if it's going to be really rich and full of flourish, should be more than that too. So outside of the classroom, you certainly will be very busy indeed. St Peter's offers far more in the realm of co-curricular activities than any other school I know. And to give you some examples of that, in sport, we seek a balance between excellence at the top with really broad participation. And we've been fortunate in recent years to have national success as well as numerous successes at regional and county level. But underpinning that is the sense of a strong set of teams and a large number of teams, so there's a chance for people to have a go and to take part. And you'll also find there's a very wide range of sporting activities and something to find you that will suit your interests and your aptitudes as well. And of course, music is another area for which the school is incredibly well known. And again, we're fortunate to balance performance at the national level with a very wide base of involvement. I always feel that the following is a really good example of that. The whole school choir has just over 170 pupils in it, and that's over a quarter of the entire school. We then have 70 pupils in the chapel choir, 20 in the chamber choir, and about 10 each in the two barbershop groups. I think it's a really great example of how everything operates here at the school. You have that chance for excellence, and sometimes I think of this as being like a series of pyramids of the different realms of activity. So real excellence at the top, but the most important thing is the very broad base. And that broad base is what gives you the chance to not have to be in the top 10% of something, to take part, to have a go, to enjoy yourself and to develop yourself as well. Those of you who love drama will likewise find immense opportunities, incredible major productions, as well as so many other opportunities on the way through as well. And of course, we're incredibly well placed geographically with all the cultural capital that York has to offer in drama and music and art. Very fortunate indeed with our situation, with our 50 acres here at school stretching down to the riverside with all the facilities we need on site. You walk a few minutes in one direction and you're in countryside. You walk a few minutes in the other direction and you're in the heart of York and all that has to offer. It really is quite an astonishing blend, and not one that I've encountered again in any other school. I'm really fond of saying that exam results get you job interviews, but it's the person who walks through the door that gets the job. And those skills and qualities which you develop it through the co-curricular are just as important, indeed potentially more important than those you will gain in academic qualifications alone. Great examples of that can also be seen in the Duke of Edinburgh Award, where many pupils go on to succeed at silver and at gold, and also in the CCF. And wider opportunities such as the chance to take part in World Challenge expeditions, with our most recent one being to Borneo. Others of you will find your home in the Debating Society, taking part in quiz competitions or being involved in the various academic societies which flourish here at Peters. We're noted for our commitment to academic extension, and you will find plenty of opportunities to stretch your learning and experience new ideas through areas such as the Sixth Form Enrichment Programme, Exploration Week in the summer term of the Lower Sixth, and of course lots of events and activities arranged by the Careers Department and in preparation for applications to higher education and other pathways after school. And underpinning all of that is a strong set of values, including the 7 foundational values of St. Peter's: friendship, trust, hope, wisdom, humility, endurance and compassion. Those values and a sense of community finds a deep expression through our significant structures for pastoral care. The house system is in many ways the engine room of the school, although you will find that the way that your teaching classes and co-curricular are arranged, that you will spend most of your time with pupils across your year group and in other houses. Your housemaster or housemistress and tutor, though, will rapidly become very important people for you and the first point of contact between home and school. Alongside this, chapel is part of the regular rhythm of our life lived here in community, where we gather 3 times a week as a whole school alongside our weekly school assembly. The chaplain is a key part of pastoral care for pupils, families and colleagues and the wider school community. Monitors and senior pupils in the houses are also there to assist and support, with the medical centre and school counsellor being important people, along with our more informal counselling structure known as the listening room. At the heart of all of this is the strong sense of rapport and collegiality between pupils, staff and parents. And one of the many things which makes St. Peter's work so successfully is close cooperation and engagement with parents. So, to you as parents, I say please be involved. We all want your children to be happy, so do communicate concerns or issues at an early stage through the house system, and you'll find there's plenty more support available for you here as well. And let's be honest, no one that I know ever got to the age of 18 on a straight line graph, and occasionally adolescence can look a bit more like a piece of spaghetti thrown against the wall. Well, when those moments occur, it's actually our ability to work together that's so valuable, and what is sometimes called tag teaming the teenager or co-parenting the adolescent is a very effective and a very positive approach. Of course, we all hope that actually very little or indeed none of our time is going to be spent on such matters, and significantly more spent on enjoying the abundance of life here at school and all the opportunities which that affords to you as parents as well. Despite what your children may tell you, lots of parents take the opportunity to come to events, whether that be sports fixtures, concerts, plays or social functions, and St. Peter's is a very sociable school. There's also the public lecture series and our partnership with the York Festival of Ideas with the University and the York Literature Festival. We also have a fantastic group of parents called the Friends of St. Peter's, or FOSP for short. And had we been running this induction at school, you would have met some of them helping out as they always do in such a wonderful way. And that's an excellent way for you to be involved with the life of the school, whether it's as a member of the committee or as one of the helpers for events. So please do consider that as a way of being involved also. So finally, and perhaps most importantly to you, the pupils, our new Lower Sixth, I hugely look forward to welcoming you here to St. Peter's and seeing all that you will achieve and be involved in as you journey through the school. Our motto is over ancient ways, and you should take great confidence and comfort from knowing that your footsteps are joining countless generations who've travelled over the same pathways since the foundation of our school almost 1,400 years ago. You will spend much of your time on academic studies, and that is of course important, but I always say that alongside aiming for A stars and A's, what you really need to achieve is 3 C's and an F. And you might think that's a very strange ambition for a headmaster to have, but the 3 C's stand for confidence, commitment and communication, with the F standing for flexibility. Bring those with you to school, hone and develop them whilst you're with us, and you won't go far wrong either here at Peters or indeed in later life. It is a new school, and there are elements which may make you feel a little daunted, perhaps in terms of finding your way around or adapting to a larger and just a different environment. But do not worry, we are here to help you, and I'm sure that before long you will feel a real full part of the place. Sixth form is the best part of your time at school. You'll be doing the subjects that you enjoy the most, opening up new opportunities, being at the top of your game, whatever that is, and looking forward to the future. There's a cruel irony, however, that it also goes faster than any of the years preceding it, so one of my main messages to you is to make the most of it. And perhaps your parents will recognise that eminent philosopher Ferris Bueller and his marvellous quote that life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look round once in a while, you might just miss it, so make sure that you follow that advice as well. So get involved, take part and try new things. Your time at St. Peter's should be full of serious fun, and you should embrace every opportunity you can. I very much hope that you'll enjoy the rest of this virtual induction morning, and I wish you all every happiness and success in the coming months and years. My very best wishes to you all.